Hey everybody, it's June 18th, 2020. And today, Mercury goes retrograde. Yay. I thought I'd do a little video to explain what it means when Mercury goes retrograde and what could possibly happen in your life for the next 3 weeks. It'll go direct on the 12th of July. So we've got 3.5 weeks of Mercury being Mercury. Mercury is the planet of communication. And when it goes retrograde, it's basically the furthest away from the Earth that it can get. And if you could see it with a naked eye, it would look as if it was rotating backwards, but it's not. It just causes a lot of chaos, which we've got enough chaos going on right now. They say, from who I have been listening to and reading, this one's not going to be so bad. Thank God, because with everything else that's going on in the world right now, that's the last thing we need. We don't need to intensify everything that's happening. But this time around, it's going to be some rethinking about life around your home, family. It's a good time to plan socially distanced picnics, some get-togethers, but yet do what you're supposed to do, what they tell you to do. Stay away from people, but be together. Not really quite sure how that works. And it will be it'll go direct on the 12th of July. So we got 3.5 weeks. I think I said that. So, but I wanted to explain, in my words, what it means. Mercury in retrograde can sometimes be like a used car salesman, very pushy. A lot of information can come to you that you think, oh my God, that's so important. I need to do that. I need to do that. No, you don't. You don't. So how I explain it is like this. It's like you are traveling from North Carolina to California, and you're on a bus, and you're going to make a lot of stops in between. And you're staying on the bus. But let's say you get on the bus and you get to Chattanooga, Tennessee, and you stop, and all this information gets on and gets in your face. And you're like, oh my God, this is so exciting. Blah. And then it sits down and you take off. Then you go to Kansas City, and more information gets on. It gets in your face. Oh, this is so exciting. But then some of the other information that got on in Chattanooga gets off. Then you ride to, say, Denver, and information gets on. Oh my God, it's so exciting. And then some others get off the bus. Finally, you get to California. Whatever is left on that bus at the time you get to your final destination is what you should focus on. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense, because it makes a lot of sense to me. It's interesting for me how when Mercury's in retrograde, all these things are just, they'll come to me and they are just, oh, I want to go in that direction. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. But if I take action on any of those things before Mercury goes direct, it never pans out for me. Never pans out. So even though we can't stop living our lives while Mercury's in retrograde, it's just a good thing to be aware of some of the stuff that comes to you during this time. You don't need to really pay attention to it all, because it's not important. Just kind of wait if you can. Now, if you're interviewing for a job, of course, go to the interview. If you've got a job and you have to start a job during Mercury retrograde, okay, well, you can't say, I'm sorry, I can't go because I can't start because Mercury's in retrograde. Then you'll get fired and you'll never invite you back. I personally try to live my life around Mercury, which I know, crazy cuckoo, but that's what I do. Anyway, so that's all about Mercury in retrograde. And supposedly, which is really wonderful for this one, because usually it is sometimes crazy. And, you know, it happens 3 to 4 times a year depending on how it falls. And this year, the next one is in October, November, but they're all in water signs. And water signs are emotional. So, but they're saying it's not going to be that bad. It's not going to be that bad. So that's a really good thing. Mercury, so the things that you should not do when Mercury is retrograde. You should not sign any papers. You should not start anything new. You shouldn't move. You shouldn't, communication. You are more likely to have disagreements, arguments with people during this time than you would normally. So it's a good time to rethink, redo, readjust, but don't react. So that's my take. And hopefully, I wish everyone a happy Mercury in retrograde. Over the next couple of days, of course, I'm going to be doing videos, and I'll let you know how my Mercury in retrograde is going. All right. Well, everybody have a great day. Thanks. Bye.